Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing the Phantom of the Opera. So after 5 turns you get to switch into 2 heroes, you get an extra hero slot, and you get basically just cast a dramatic reveal or whatever it's called, the hero change spell anyways. So yeah, Phantom, probably one of my picks for maybe one of the best heroes in the game. The upside is just so high. We get to start pretty strong with a couple of sprouts here. We are going to lose some HP. I'm gonna buy a parrot and try and scale one of these sprouts. We do take some more damage here, unfortunately, which is like a little bit greedy, but so like Phantom does have a low starting health, which can make it seem like taking early damage is extremely bad, but you do gain a pretty good chunk of health when you finally do get your hero change spell. So you can kind of do have like a little bit more of a buffer than it seems like anyways. Because of course like Phantom has like low starting health, but yeah, the starting health of other heroes are going to be higher, so you get the difference in starting health when you do change heroes. But yeah, we do manage to scale a little bit on our sprout, and then we get it tripled. And yeah, we've got a pretty large sprout going into 3 here. I mean, we're on 3.1. We're gonna take a crew member here. We're gonna try and keep that scaling going with our parrot, and we do continue to keep getting slays here. And we even knock Hercules down to 21. We don't quite pop their hero power yet, but now we get our first hero change, or our only hero change, I suppose. First hero change of the game. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Sphinx Merlin combo. So Sphinx has been changed recently to say that when you have 0 gold and 1 mana, your spells are free and don't cost mana. So like theoretically, if you have like a Seer Sphere, or if you just have like a bunch of ways to keep selling and rolling, you can get a bunch of free spells with Sphinx. So the Sphinx Merlin combo was pretty interesting to me, and by far the best option there, I think. We continue bullying the lobby with our large sprout here, and yet I think Sphinx and Merlin have like relatively low starting health, but we did jump back up to 25. So, like I said, that cushion is deceptive, or that starting health is deceptive on Phantom, anyways. We're just gonna pick up a Snow White here with the item because there's nothing else in the shop that I really wanted. Cast a spell here. One thing that is a little bit awkward with the Sphinx Merlin combo though is like that extra mana from Merlin is actually kind of working against us. We do take a loss there to Bruni, because we haven't really developed our board much outside of just this sprout. Like we just haven't really gotten things together. Because we've got this Merlin Sphinx combo, I am gonna take a book here just to like set us up for a possible transition into mages. And also, like, I think book's just a really solid 4 that you can pretty comfortably take, and you can either play mages with it, or it can actually be a fine scam piece as well if you need it to. Just looking at the considering what we want out of this level 3 treasure, and I mean Seer Sphere is like the obvious choice. We get a really good selection though. Magic Beans, Baby Mimic, and Chrono Crystal, all very valuable. We have lost a few combats in a row, so I think we have to take the Chrono Crystal, unfortunately, and that gives us a little bit of breathing room, even with our very low stats. I mean, we're really all in on this sprout still, which is a little bit awkward. We're going to take another crew member here and just continue the summon chain and hope that we can get some payoff for that. Yeah, again, you see the power of that book there. That this opponent was very strong, but that fireball completely ruined them there and allowed us to pick up the win. There's a payoff for our summon chain and a monkey here. It's not a huge payoff, but it is a payoff. Also, we're not picking up enough items for this Snow White, so I considered just new Ewing it, but that's probably not worth it. We're gonna pick up a Watson and just try and get some hero attack going. We've also got this pair of Hansels, so if we can scale our hero attack at a fast enough clip, then that can be very good. Or we can just use the hero attack as sort of a random, just like sort of random cushion for staying alive and keeping our health total high. We did get to pick up another monkey here. once again, like, I mean, we do get to summon both monkeys. If it goes in front of the Watson, like, they do get that +3/+2 bonus. And I mean, of course, because we have these monkeys, we have to take this Sinbad. We are on level 6 now. I believe we doubled up an XP spell, so we get to 6 2 turns early here. Unfortunately, we don't really find too much in the way of action on 6. But this Sinbad monkey summon, the Sinbad monkey summons are enough here, and I think like we just haven't really found the critical mass of things to make our summons good. So I think it's time to start our scam pivot. I mean, we've got, like I said, we've got this book that acts as like it can be a fine scam unit. It can go on the board anyways, and sometimes it can just absolutely swing a combat with like a random Circe's Cup or even like a good Starlight Strike. And speaking of hero changes, this is going to be our second one of the game. I'm not sure why I sold the second item there, because we do have 1 gold left over. I didn't need to sell one more thing. Unfortunately, we don't see anything worth taking, and yeah, we kind of just have to settle with or just take a skip and count our losses here. Yeah, because we have this crew member chain though, like this Frank transition is also not going to be too hard, and thanks to all that hero attack that we've been accruing here, we are able to tie that fight and keep our health total at least above 10 here. So yeah, now it's just about finding scam units, I think. I mean, like if we were to see like a I guess like a Sinbad triple or like a I don't know if I guess a Captain Hook would even be worth taking at this point. I think we're probably just full committed to scam. Yeah, and there's a second Dr. Frank, so yeah, that's definitely the piece we need to decide to just be scam. Also, we did set up our Dr. Franks to summon into the back because we wanted to summon them both at once, and also protect them from flying enemies. There's an Archdemon, which is going to allow us to increase the amount of Frank summons we get by a significant amount, at least 2. We're gonna set up more of a crew member chain here. Like at this point, I think we're pretty close to being able to summon a full board with our Franks. We are pretty susceptible to like a flying celery tea in this instance, but until we see one, we definitely can't necessarily play around it. And also because, I mean, celery tea like still works even through a chair. Like you can't even take a chair and expect to get there. All right, we cast a Starlight Strike and get another Starlight Strike out of our monster book, showing just how good of a scam unit the monster book is, and that allows us to win this combat against a pretty strong Slay player, very handily there. There's a Narc, which we are going to take here. There are some 5 treasures that we would like. I mean, we would like a treasure that's not a level 2 or 3. And hey, there's the other Narc. Unfortunately, these are not exactly incredible for us. I think we're just going to go with Shard here. I considered Symbol of Unity, but like we don't have any way to put stats on that angel anyways. And I don't really like playing High Demon in my scam comps either, because it just feels like it just doesn't do enough. I'd rather have a unit with an ability here. We're going to get another level 5 treasure though. We're going to triple this monkey. We're going to sell out of one of our crew members because we don't need the full like crew member chain here. I mean, there are level 3 treasures that we wouldn't mind, but we finally get some amount of stats. I think this is kind of important when you're playing scam. You want some amount of stats on your summons, just so they aren't completely flat to basically everything here. And yeah, I mean, the Cat Altar is not a ton of stats. It's generally pretty lackluster, but I mean, if we can summon enough things, then we do get some stats on the summons as they come out. We lock the Dying Breath rune there, and we're actually going to put it on the crew member, because that way we can summon, like, you would think that we would put it on the Dr. Frank here, but and also I did intentionally take that spider just because I really needed to get another scam piece onto my bench. And I just couldn't afford to greed it and hope for like a good level 6 hit. And yeah, so yeah, the crew member with the Dying Breath rune is going to summon 4 things at once. So we're going to be able to summon both Franks, the spider, and the monkey. And since the monkey gets summoned last, it's going to get all those stats. It's going to get like basically the, well, not quite the max value of stats from the cat altar, but it's going to get the most that we can get onto it without Frank summons happening first. And that's gonna also, I guess, throw stats on the rest of our board. So it's not like a ton of stats. Also, taking this Dr. Frank does make us a little bit weaker, but I think we need to. That allows us to buy more Franks anyways, and also see a level 6 treasure here. Which we would love some stats, or something like that. Unfortunately, we don't get stats, so I think we just have to take this Hurricane. I think Hurricane's a pretty good scam treasure. Our opponents aren't, like, they probably don't care too much about our about the Hurricane, but there are some ranged units on the back line of a couple of these boards, and we can afford to lose our ranged and unyielding, I think, more so than they can. Again, I've said before, ranged is super good against scams, so having that option, I think, is just very good. Also, it's worth noting that Hurricane only affects the starting boards, so anything that we summon will still have ranged or unyielding. So, like our Succubus that we summon out of our Dr. Franks are still gonna have ranged, and our spiders are still gonna have unyielding. So scam kind of gets around Hurricane in some regard like that. There was another Archdemon, which we would really like another Archdemon, but unfortunately, well, maybe not unfortunately, but we took a Circe's Cup here, so we're not going to get the not going to be able to pick up the demon, and we had too much gold to bother locking it. We're still playing the Sprout on board this late into the game, which is a little bit awkward. And yeah, we get another very strong sleigh board. Fortunately, the only way they're playing around us is with a single Tengu, but they do have the doppelganged huge woman in the moon. But fortunately for us, our monster book comes up clutch once again, hitting a Circe's Cup, and we get some really good summons. And yeah, we end up, it looked like we turned a almost for sure loss. It looked like a for sure loss the way that we lost all our units before they lost anything. Into a pretty dominant win, like leaving us with almost all of our Golden Frank summons. But yeah, and also I think we can attribute that a little bit, at least, to the monkey coming out and putting a bunch of stats onto the Frank, so the Frank was able to trade with their whole backline and just like eliminate the amount of things that they have, and then the Circe's Cup, of course, coming up clutch there. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you did down in the comments section. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.